Until I'm dropping like a body. Call of Duty all throughout the lobby. We going to war for them racks. We dropping the bomb for them bags. I'm shopping till I'm dropping like a body. Call of Duty all throughout the lobby. My brother hit me up, say he need some work. I just put some money on my homie book. When you out here, know you can't be cutting up. Diamonds on my wrist looking like a flood. Money coming in from different countries, wow. I just got some bread, it's time to push the town. When I'm overseas, they like to call me seafood.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Like it's peekaboo. Only designer on my feet. Can't be parking the foreign on the street.
Good morning.
See, I'm moving in silence. All you see is the violence. There's a war going on. All you see is the violence.
Happy Monday.
Better be prepared for the heat. After the war come the peace. I told my brother I'll be here when he get home. I think it's time to buy another phone. We going to war for these racks. We dropping these bombs for
Good
the
morning,
bags.
ladies and gentlemen.
Shopping till I'm dropping like a body. Call of Duty all throughout the lobby. We going to war for them racks.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. How we doing?
For them bags. I'm shopping till I'm dropping like a body.
Call of Duty all throughout the lobby.
When you in the streets, you gotta know the signs. Or you'll be blowing in the wind like some chimes.
Yes, ladies and
If you
gentlemen.
wanna change it, start dropping dimes. Then pop your top off like it was some words paper out here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is officially showtime. Hey!
We don't mention specifics when we out talking business.
It's officially showtime, ladies and gentlemen. You know what we came to do. Good morning, Tara.
Feel like I'm stuck in the
Yeah. Lisa, good morning. Happy Monday. So lovely to see you all. Sorry for the late start. You know how we do. Rocky start with a rocky finish. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Good morning, Nikki. Let's go.
I'm like the Terminator screaming.
I'll be back.
It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash. I'm on top of my game, ahead of the class. You can tell that I made it, looking at my grass. Cars in the garage, your tanks full of
Hey!
gas. I play the game so raw, I won't finish last.
Sitting in my living room screaming how we made it. Good morning, Miss Bossy. That algorithm turned me to a maniac. Good morning, Lisa. Yes. Don't be late to work. Good morning, Miss Boss Divas, Queen Lady. Let's go. Miss Morningstar, nice to see ya. Laura, nice to see ya. Let's go. Hey, got a lot of confidence and I'm conceited. Hey.
I'ma take off in a spaceship. I'll tell you what, I've gone into Zeus's.
Oh, you have it. Cut it out.
Yes. Shit was radical. It was horrible. I'm like, Zeus has gone way off the rails.
Wow.
It's like deja vu.
Miss Boss Diva, Southern Lib, good morning.
Deja vu.
DJ Kitty, Papa.
It's like deja vu. It's like deja vu.
All right. DJ, go ahead and kill the music. Kill the music, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. What is today? Monday, March 11th. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last day that I'll be on this account, and then tomorrow, I guess I'll have my backup account, right? All right. So, without further ado, let's get straight down to business. Good morning, Ange. So nice to see you as well. Good morning, CC. You, all of you. It really is nice to see you. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, and I hope you all took time and spent it with your family and your friends and did something off the app, right? Because this app, ladies and gentlemen, it'll drain you, especially if you're on the MAGA side, all right? Because MAGA has been taking quite a bit of L's, all right? But let's put a right there, and let's take care of some housekeeping items, really. For those of you who do not know who I am, I go by the name Zeus, or some like to say Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H? Well, it's quite simple. The first H stands for honest. I'm the most honest person on social media. There's nobody more honest than me, all right? The second H is because I'm humble. There's nobody more humble than me, all right? And then the last and final H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am and will always remain the most handsome. You can ask my friend Nutty Professor. He's so insecure about my handsomeness. I don't get it, but you know what? Nutty jealousy is a sign of weakness, my good friend, all right? Now, many of you are familiar with what we do over here on this side of town, on this side of TikTok. It's quite simple. There's no tricks to it. We hold our friends on the right, especially their leader, Donald J. Trump, accountable for their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds as well as their crimes. And believe you me, when it comes to dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds and crimes, our friends on the right have an abundant supply of them, all right? And so it doesn't matter which way you go, you pick anything on the right, I'm pretty sure there's some crime involved, right? And so what I like to say to you, seditionists, treasonous traitors, aka MAGA, is if you do not like the truth, or as my good friend Brother Swervin likes to say, you're lactose intolerant, this might be an uncomfortable space for you, all right? Because it's going to be an overwhelming amount of truth and knowledge and information. And it's designed to get you out of the cult that you're in right now, because we all know these Trump supporters are in a cult, all right? And so if you're hungry, it'll make you not so hungry, right? If you're happy, it'll make you feel depressed. And if you don't want to experience any of that, this would be a great time to leave this live and go on and hang out with, one of those fake TikTok hosts, those fake TikTok lawyers. They're going to lie to you. I won't, all right? All right, and I get this. You probably don't want to take my word for it. And guess what? You don't. Because you don't believe me. You don't have to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here,
right,
then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. Not happy, U.S. If you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Right, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not happy here, you can leave, all right? And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with today's show, all right? It's been quite an interesting weekend, but I think the direction I want to go is now that we're fully in campaign mode, right? Now it is time to officially engage in all-out combat with these MAGA Republicans, these folks who are out here openly embracing Donald Trump and his authoritarian dictator style rhetoric, right? They think it's a joke, but it's not a joke. We know what they want to do to this country. They want to do some nasty, harmful things to us in this country, right, ladies and gentlemen? So with that being said, let's go. This past week's State of the Union and the incredibly powerful performance by President Biden in any other era would result in a rash of articles about the strong position he was in as we move closer to November election. Of course, we don't live in any other era, and in the post-truth, feelings over facts timeline in which we live, we know that his opponents are going to double down on their attacks, and that is going to fuel them even more, right? Fuel even more takes about President Biden's fitness for office from pundits and armchair strategists from all over Washington, D.C. Some of those takes will repeat deeply offensive and ageist attacks on his mental capacity that were dropped into a special counsel report by a deeply political operative who sought to harm him. Despite the fact that the report completely exonerated him of any wrongdoing, that, of course, is the price of doing the right thing in America that is defined by its MAGA obsession. Even when you play by the rules, you will be attacked mercilessly. Despite the fact that we've been living in a world in which a small group of authoritarians surrounding Donald Trump continue to gaslight and attack the rest of us, there are still pundits and operatives who haven't adapted their strategies and tactics to those realities. They view every single thing said by the abusers as something we need to consider and we need to be afraid of. These conversations end up fueling private conversations at the cocktail parties all over Washington, in which otherwise well-meaning staffers, consultants, and strategists discuss and dissect these attacks to the point where they result in big portions of the progressive infrastructure sizing up, unsure of how to react, and afraid that whatever they do will be the thing that will propel Trump back into the White House. It turns out that the answer is far easier than the half-baked solutions that seem to make it into the navel-gazing podcasts online or other think pieces we see in some of the papers. The answer is to stop looking for alternatives and to start defending the president. All right? You hear me, my fellow Democrats, my friends on the left, especially the leftists who brand themselves as communists. All right? This is for you. Stop defending Donald Trump. Stop attacking America and start defending President Biden. All right? Every single time we entertain notions that our opponents' attacks are real, we perpetuate the ability for our opponents to create doubt in the minds of voters. Every single time we play on their level and play the, quote, what if game, we make an undecided voter feel anxious over the president's leadership. That's why I said I don't really waste too much time debating and arguing with MAGA anymore. I don't, because the facts are clearly on my side, right? For us Democrats, the facts are on our side, all right? So we don't got to entertain these folks. What we really need to do is put those boots on the ground, 10 toes down, and start defending President Biden, all right? Otherwise, convincible voters are looking for leadership and reassurance that the president is strong and that the past 4 years have been an incredible success. They don't want to hear us wonder aloud about what Trump's allies are saying, and they definitely don't want us to lend those attacks any credence. Doing so undercuts the campaign's ability to make the case for the next 4 years and undercuts our ability to defend democracy against those who are intent on destroying it. Further, there has arguably never been a clearer choice and message between two presidential candidates as there are in 2024. The Biden presidency has been astonishing success that prevented our nation from spiraling into failure, restored confidence in our world leadership, and created the most successful economic recovery in the post-pandemic world. We just need to get out there and defend it. All right? Meanwhile, while we sit around pondering on Ezra Klein or Nate Silver, Donald Trump and his allies are preparing for militarized detention of immigrants and asylum seekers, invoking the Insurrection Act in order to restrict the exercise of free speech and enabling Russia to attack NATO allies. This guy, Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen, he's very dangerous, all right? And he doesn't care about the United States of America. We know what they are doing. We know what they are going to do if they win. They are telling us every day. At the ultra-conservative gathering CPAC this week, Trump ally gleefully proclaimed, quote, welcome to the end of democracy, while Steve Bannon gleefully cheered him on. The only way we are going to defeat the anti-democratic forces that are looking to transform our nation in ways that keep us all up at night is to present a unified opposition, right? We have to stand united, ladies and gentlemen, against Donald Trump and MAGA, period. No more anger, no more complaints about President Biden and what you don't like. The battle of the soul of this nation is truly on the line. The only thing that our opponents understand is the exercise of force and power. When we equivocate or fail to defend a president who has brought our nation back from the brink of ruin, all they sense is our fear. And all that does is embolden them. Instead of dragging the entire nation into a debate over president's fitness, it is time for all of us to do one thing that will prevent him from losing. Get out there and start defending his record. If not, we will all be sitting around in October wondering where things went wrong. All right? So with that, ladies and gentlemen, That's my message to my friends on the left and all of you independents out there who are confused about what's going on, all right? But you know what we got to do? I need you to get those tomatoes out and those blueberries out, ladies and gentlemen, because it wouldn't be an official show if we didn't do it. Join me, ladies and gentlemen, okay, because we're here to defend President Biden's record. He has a record of success. He saved this country from ruin, all right? But while he's doing this, we still have a seditionist, treasonous traitor in the midst, Donald J. Trump and his legion of supporters who are threatening all of the success of the Biden-Harris administration. So guess what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Join me in giving Donald Trump and his supporters what they rightfully deserve this bright and early on a Monday morning. Our first honorable round of what? Booze and shame. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
You MAGA demon!
Silence, you MAGA demons. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right, Tiffany? All right, let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's a bit of an interesting it's an interesting period of time if you're talking about American history. All right, because what Donald Trump has done is definitely by far one of the most dangerous things we've ever had to deal with, right? When we got traitors within the country trying to divide the United States, it's definitely speaks volumes. All right, this is beyond the Civil War, if you ask me, because at least with the Civil War, you didn't have folks doing what Donald Trump did openly, right? Committing treason. All right, by colluding with Vladimir Putin. I've never seen anything like this in my life. All right. Now let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. No. Oh, Jimmy, you're still here. All right, Jimmy. I guess you're really here to get the truth. This is an important situation. All right. FDNY, New York firefighters, they turned up the heat on the firefighters who cheered Trump and booed Letitia James with a scolding internal letter. All right, FDNY brass, I put a video up about this, but I decided, you know what, we need to have a conversation about it, all right? They turned up the heat on pro-Trump firefighters who showered State Attorney General Letitia James with booze at a raucous promotion ceremony, all right? They booed Letitia James. MAGA. Why would you boo Letitia James? A public servant doing her job to make sure people in the state of New York aren't breaking the laws. Why would you boo her? All right. The memo handed out at Big Apple Firehouse Sunday, it warned the firefighters that the department investigators are reviewing video footage of the event in Brooklyn last week to identify those that grossly engaged in inappropriate conduct and cautioned them to keep their politics at home. Keep your politics at home, MAGA. Quote, when you're not on duty, feel however you want about politicians, the document said. Vote, protest, that's your right. But don't do it on the job's time, on other members' time, or on their family time. Do it on your own time. It's a sad state of affairs. These folks know better. All right? The memo also reinforced that the department's Bureau of Investigation and Trials was going after the offenders, echoing an email by Chief of Department John Hodges. All right, quote, firefighters should understand that the Bureau of Investigations and Trials is gathering videos and identifying members that brought discredit to the department. All right, quote, we want members to come forward. They will come to headquarters to be educated on why their behavior is unacceptable. This is some sick stuff that you all are engaging in. And this is why I have to get out here day in and day out to bring awareness to this. If you're getting paid, all right, especially if you're working for the state, the local county, the federal government, do your job. Stay out of the whole game of politics because you're in over your head. And it's so interesting because when I posted this video, let me see if I can get I had some comments, all right? We got Trump supporters out there posting comments on my video says, well, this is violating the First Amendment, right? Please, you're taking away our right to have free speech. This has nothing to do with your right to have free speech. This has everything to do with you staying in line and doing your job. You see, and don't pretend like all of a sudden you have a problem. Let's just say Letitia James or President Biden are a dictator. Let's not pretend like you have a problem with that, MAGA, because you still support Donald Trump, right? And one knucklehead, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I can get it up here. All right, look at this. You think that's okay? So New York is no longer America. Oh my, they can do whatever they want. This is a crock of expletive. Ladies and gentlemen, these folks are sick. All right, some people love the idea of being put in chains. How does you doing your job make you feel like you're being put in chains? How does it make you feel like you're a slave? MAGA? See, the problem here, MAGA, and you know why they said that? It's because Letitia James is a black woman. And these knuckleheads, they can't stand the idea that they got to listen to a black woman for once in their life. This is some sick stuff. Welcome to 2024, Trump supporters. Look around you. You're outnumbered. And guess what? Donald Trump can't save you. No amount of money you send him can save you. And you know what one knucklehead said to me? They said, Zeus, this reminds me of the mustache man. This is exactly what he was doing before he came to power in Europe. Okay, so guess what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Because clearly these knuckleheads don't know American history. They don't know world history. All they know is that they are somehow victims of Donald Trump. And guess what? Most of them are too scared to tell Donald Trump what they get out here on social media and tell us, right? Join me in giving these traitors what they deserve, ladies and gentlemen. Another round of booze and shame. Silence. MAGA, how dare you try to liken Letitia James to the mustache man? I keep asking these Trump supporters, where the heck do you get your information from? Has anyone ever find out where MAGA gets their information from? Because they can never tell a straight, they can never, keep their story straight. One minute they say, well, I don't watch CNN like you, Zeus. And then next thing you know, they go on and they send me videos where CNN says something that they agree with. So which one is it, MAGA? Do you watch CNN or don't you? Oh, someone said they get it from my mom. So everyone, this is another thing. Every Trump supporter, their favorite go-to joke is somehow trying to loop your mom into it. You ever hear these Trump supporters? I know this knucklehead. His name is Trashbait, Clickbait, who recently changed his name because we took that name and we ran it through the mill, right? We ran that name through the gutter. All right. So now they think poking fun of women, people's mothers, ladies and gentlemen, they somehow think that they are somehow hurting my feelings. You're not hurting my feelings. All right. Because you don't know me. You don't know my mom. All you're doing is revealing how ill-informed and immature you are and how possessed you are with that MAGA demon. So listen up to that seditionist, treasonous traitor in my comment section who thought he was insulting my mother. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving him or her a round of booze and shame. Listen, to people who are listening to this show, right? This is what I want you to think to yourself. Do you really want to see 4 more years of this kind of conduct from Donald Trump and his supporters? Do you want your children growing up like this in this country? This is the question you got to be able to answer when you go and cast your vote, all right? President Biden, the Democrats, we don't get down like that. No, we try to have decorum. These folks, they're possessed with the MAGA demon and they're immature. They're childish. They believe it's okay to break the law. As a matter of fact, we got one Trump supporter, Lauren Boebert, who's currently raising a MAGA demon. No regards for the law. America, listen to me. Do what you can, all right, to keep Donald Trump out of office. He's the most dangerous threat, all right? He really is, especially to you women. Now, let's move on. Let's get back on topic, ladies and gentlemen, because, I want to make sure we have this conversation about the mustache man, right? Trump's envy of the mustache man has been revealed by his own ex-chief of staff. After this, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to hear any more comments about which politician is like this guy with the mustache. After this, it's settled law. All right? Former Chief of Staff John Kelly told CNN that former President Donald Trump openly envied the late leader, I can't even say it, the mustache man, and his loyalty he supposedly inspired in subordinates. In an interview with our favorite network, right, CNN, Kelly recounted how the former president would praise the mustache man for his economic record while also saying he, quote, did some good things, despite being one of the worst mass unalivers in the history of the world. Wow, MAGA, your leader, according to John Kelly, his chief of staff, was praising the mustache man. I got to give it to you early. I got to give it to him early. Hold on. So John Kelly says, and I said, sir, you can never say anything good about the guy. Nothing. I mean, Mussolini was a great guy in comparison. Trump also said that this guy, mustache man, enjoyed, quote, loyalty from his top generals that the former president himself did not enjoy. Quote, Kelly went on and said that he had to correct Trump on this misconception as well. Hold on, I can't do any better. He would ask about loyalty issues and about how when I pointed out to him that the German generals as well as groups were not loyal to him and in fact tried to unalive him a few times. And Trump didn't know that. See, Trump, ladies and gentlemen, he's living in fantasy land, all right? He truly believed when he brought us generals in that we would be loyal, that we would do anything he wanted us to do. Kelly also said that Trump privately peddled Kremlin talking points about NATO and even blamed the Western alliance for supposedly forcing Russia President Vladimir Putin to act aggressively militarily. Quote, he thought Putin was an okay guy and Kim was an okay guy. That we had pushed North Korea into a corner, said Kelly. To him, it was like we were goading these guys. If we didn't have NATO, then Putin wouldn't be doing these things. That's what Trump thinks, ladies and gentlemen. Kelly also speculated that Trump liked dictators because they gave off the impression of being tough, which is how he saw himself. Quote, he's not a tough guy by any means, but in fact quite the opposite, Kelly said. But that's how he envisions himself. Listen up, my fellow Americans. I want to say this to you very plainly, all right? Donald Trump, he aspires to be like this guy, the mustache man. Donald Trump, he doesn't think the United States and NATO are allies. He thinks the United States and NATO are adversaries. All right? He looks at people like Kim Jong-un, right? President Xi, and of course, his leader, Vladimir Putin. He looks at them as though they have somehow been victimized by the United States. All right? He doesn't trust our intelligence. He trusts Kremlin intelligence. All right? And think about this. What do you think he did with those classified documents? All right? This is why I get out here and do what I do every single day to make sure regular Americans like you understand what's really going on. And what's really going on is Donald Trump aspires to be like the mustache man, and his supporters with their red hats are falling in line. All right? And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know what we must do. Join me in giving the mustache man wannabe cult leader Donald Trump what he rightfully deserves. Another round of boos and shame! Silence, you MAGA demons. All right. And I know it is exactly what I'm saying it is. It is a strong demonic force that has taken over Donald Trump and his followers' mind. All right. And like I promised you, you can bet, I bet you 100 pesos, because you know we don't bet, right? 100 pesos. And this is true. The ultimate MAGA reward is jail. And if you don't get your soul right, hell. And there's a pit stop in the middle called Chapter 11. I promise you, every single one of you Trump supporters will get that ultimate MAGA reward unless you truly repent. All right? All right? And so listen, that's why I do what I do. I wake up every day and I don't mind it. Zeus, how do you feel? How do you sleep at night knowing that you sent 100,000 MAGA demons straight to hell? I sleep very good, ladies and gentlemen. I do. If you don't care about your life, why should I? Right? If you don't care, why should I? Why should I lose any sleep? All right? All right, let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple of more topics, and then we got to open up the boxes. Trump stayed up yesterday ranting after the Oscars tantrum with a debunked attack on Biden, and he's demanding that his criminal cases be put to an end. Former President Donald Trump followed up his Oscar Awards tantrum with a late-night attack on President Joe Biden that coupled a debunked claim with a demand for all of his criminal trials to disappear. Trump lashed out in real time during the 96th Academy Awards, the Oscars telecast, to attack the host Jimmy Kimmel in a characteristically Trumpian post on his Truth Social platform that Jimmy Kimmel, if you watched it, did a good job reading on air and putting to bed. But the Oscars weren't the only thing on his mind. Trump went on a rant about the sprawling Georgia election crimes case that has been thrown into turmoil, and to repeat the debunked claim that Biden is directing all of the legal action against him. Here we go. This is what he says, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you can see it. How can Fani Willis possibly oversee a case which is completely compromised and fraudulently brought by her and her highly paid lover? She never paid cash as a reimbursement to him. Oh, as if he knows. If she did, where did she get the cash from? An even bigger problem. She lied in order to get out of a problem. Very easy to prove. Everything should be immediately dropped and let the American patriots go home. Absolve them from all of this terrible and totally disproven witch hunt election interference in conjunction with crooked Joe Biden and DOJ White House. Wow. Right, Miss Morningstar? Right? Ladies and gentlemen, there's what Donald Trump posts on his Truth Social post. 110% of the time, it's a lie. Joe Biden isn't orchestrating any of this, but if he believes it, heck, let's let him believe it. Yes. All right. And this isn't an election interference. No, it's quite the opposite. This is what we call rule of law and law of order. Law and order, right? My fellow Americans, once again, what kind of man who has been indicted 4 times and is under 91 felony charges, what kind of man would say something like this? Think to yourself, would an innocent person be ranting like this every day? Demanding the president of the United States save him from being prosecuted? No. You know what it's like. If you believe that you're innocent, you let this thing play out and the evidence go to court, and then you know what? They'll say not enough evidence, not guilty, right? But when you're guilty, this is what you do. You blame everybody. And you never take accountability for any of this. And let's just put this down on wax, ladies and gentlemen. Right here.
I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have.
Right. Did you hear Fani Willis in that at all? Did you hear Nathan Wade in that? Did you hear President Biden or Did you hear any Democrats on that phone call, or did you just hear Donald Trump? That's the crime. That's why he's in this situation, MAGA, because he put himself in this situation. So guess what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Join me once again in giving Donald Trump and his legion of supporters what they rightfully deserve. Another round of booze and shame.
Silence! You MAGA demon!
I see that we got some dissension in the comments section. People don't like this platform. They don't like the level of truth that I'm giving them. If you don't like the way that I'm running this live and you don't like the truth, maybe you didn't hear my message at the top of the show.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
Bye.
Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Right? That's one of the rare times I actually agree with Donald Trump. If you don't think this live is being truthful, if you think I'm out here making stuff up, do me a favor. You know, these people who are peddling the Kremlin information on TikTok. All right? I have no reason to lie to you. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. You see that? No strings attached. I am not a hand puppet. You are. I'm not. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what we should do? Should we play MAGA or not again? Are you guys ready to? Is everyone ready to play MAGA or not? You want to play MAGA or not? Let me see. You know what the rules are, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you think it's MAGA. All right. And put a 2 if you think it's other. We haven't played MAGA or not, but I feel like it's time to do it. All right. Let's play MAGA or not. All right. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. What I try to do is bring real life events to the show to help illustrate, just how dangerous MAGA is. All right. All right. So we have a situation where an unalived person is in the front seat, and Ohio woman is accused of withdrawing bank. Ohio women accused of withdrawing bank funds from a dead man. What do we think? Do we think this is MAGA? All right. All right. You know what? We got photos of these knuckleheads. Okay. Now you can look for the MAGA demon in them. All right. And see if this is just, let's just get into this. All right. They wanted to withdraw money from a man's bank account, and they reportedly came up with an unusual verification. All right. According to sources, okay, news.com has learned that 2 women in northern Ohio who police say drove an 80-year-old man to the bank except for the fact that this man was not alive. Authorities in Ashtabula, northeast of Cleveland, say Karen Casbom, 63, and Lorraine Ferrallo, 55, then left the man's body at a hospital. All right? A statement released on Facebook 3 days later by Police Chief Robert Stell said the suspect found Douglas Lehman unalived inside his residence where they both had been residing. Stell and Casborn and Farrell received help from a third person to place Lehman in the front seat of his car. Then they drove to the bank. They withdrew an undisclosed amount of money from his account, according to the report. The women apparently used the drive-through lane because Stell said Lehman was placed in the vehicle in such a manner that he would look visible to bank staff in order to make the withdrawal. After receiving an undisclosed amount of cash, Casbaum and Ferrallo allegedly drove Lehman to the Ashtabula County Medical Center and left his body in the emergency room. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just get straight down to this. Is this MAGA or not? Please put a 1 in the chat if you think this is MAGA, and put a 2 if you think other. I mean, this is some sick stuff. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Well, the verdict is in. MAGA, Janae and Stacy, yeah. They thought this was a great idea, right? They didn't see anything wrong with it. So guess what we're going to do? The reason I give these Trump supporters booze and shame, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be honest with you, is because they don't have any shame, and we got to give it to them. So guess what we're going to do? Since this is the MAGA demon, ladies and gentlemen, join me once again in giving them what they rightfully deserve. Another round of boos and shame. Get them out of here.
Silence! You MAGA demon!
This is why I have to get out here every day, Monday through Friday. I have to show America what's really going on when you pull that curtain pull the curtain back. It's these Trump supporters doing some deranged, nasty stuff. All right? Let's move it along. Listen, we took a vote and people concluded that this was MAGA. All right? I didn't say it was MAGA. You all made that determination. It's all because we understand how MAGA operates. They don't use logic. They don't use facts. They do what they do based on lies and misinformation and conspiracy theories. All right, I'm pretty sure there was a good conspiracy theory behind why they chose to do this. Good morning, Shay. Now let's move it on and then get ready to open up these boxes. All right. So let the Patriots go home. Yeah. All right. I mean, this is Donald Trump, and the reason I'm bringing this up, ladies and gentlemen, is because Donald Trump seems to be. He seems to be referring to those who attacked our Capitol on January 6th as patriots. And I just want the American people to know and understand. These are not patriots, all right? When Donald Trump refers to these individuals, he's getting it confused, all right? And as a matter of fact, I'll go one step further. I didn't want to do it, but I will. I'll go one step further. This weekend, former President Trump's campaign paid a tribute to the violent rioters who stormed Congress on January 6th and left a lot of people in visual disgust, all right? Visibly disgusted, all right? Let's look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is what Donald Trump does at his rallies, all right?
Participated in the riot at the Capitol on January 6th. Listen to this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the horribly and unfairly treated January 6th hostages. Oh, say can you see by an early eye what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
Wow. He's openly referring to those who attacked our Capitol as hostages. He's singing the Star-Spangled Banner and the Pledge of Allegiance with them in the background at his rallies. And yet, he calls them patriots. These aren't patriots, ladies and gentlemen. These are traitors. And I'm going to allow them to get away with it over here. Absolutely not. This is exactly why I say what I say about every Trump supporter. You're seditionists, treasonous traitors. And if it was up to me, you wouldn't be allowed to live in the United States of America. I really would love to put you all on one of those Elon Musk SpaceX rockets and send you to the edge of the universe. Any one of you, especially those of you who put boots on the ground and decided to attack the United States Capitol because Joe Biden won, you don't deserve to be in this country. So guess what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Because Donald Trump still is pushing this narrative that they're patriots. They're not patriots. They're criminals and they're traitors. Join me in giving them what they deserve. Another round of boos and shame.
Silence! You MAGA demon!
All right. And so let me help you all understand why these folks are not patriots. All right. And I got to go here. You know, we're rounding the corner and it's time to get ready to open up those boxes. Let me explain to you why they're not patriots, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Many of you know that I stand on this. Donald Trump is nothing more than the modern day Jefferson Davis, all right? And what he's doing is he's leading an army of soldiers, Trump supporters, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to stage another attack on the United States Capitol, right? January 6th, if you ask me, was nothing more than the attack on Fort Sumter, all right? All right? Which we all know began, which is what we all know was the start of the Civil War back then, right? All right? And so let's go back in time and ask ourselves, how did we get here? Well, it's quite simple. Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen, you know what he does. He knew that during the 2020 election, he knew what the writing on the wall meant.
It's a rigged election. It's the only way we're going to lose.
It's a rigged election. It's the only way we're going to lose, right? That's how he sold it to his soldiers. And what that did was it planted a seed in their minds that in the event Donald Trump loses, it won't be because Donald Trump was a terrible president. He's only going to lose because it was rigged, right?
It's a rigged election. It's the only way we're going to lose.
Right. So what did Donald Trump decide to do? Well, once the results from the election came in, you could tell by the way his voice sounded that he lost. But instead of telling his soldiers, his followers, the truth, he went out there and began to peddle the lie, the big lie.
We had such a big night. You just take a look at all of these states that we've won tonight, and then you take a look at the kind of margins that we've won them by. And all of a sudden, it's not like we're up 12 votes and we have 60% left. We won states, and all of a sudden, I said, what happened to the election? It's off.
Oh.
And we have all these announcers saying, what happened? And then they said, oh, because you know what happened? They knew they couldn't win. So they said, let's go to court. And did I predict this, Newt? Did I say this? I've been saying this from the day I heard they were going to send out tens of millions of ballots. I said exactly, because either they were going to win, or if they didn't win, they'll take us to court. So Florida was a tremendous victory.
Right. So that's him on election night, instead of conceding, lying to his supporters that he doesn't understand how all of a sudden the votes went to Biden. He doesn't get it. He knew what happened. He knew we were in the pandemic and millions of people were voting, casting their ballots. He knew what was going on, but he didn't stop there.
76,000 votes with almost nothing left. And all of a sudden everything just stopped. This is a fraud on the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country. We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election.
Wow! He said he won the election, despite the fact that everyone around him, including his daughter, his children, said he didn't win it. He told you that he won it. And he didn't stop there with you traitors. He didn't stop there. No. He decided to do something on top of that. He decided to plan an event called Stop the Steal. Have any of you heard of this thing called Stop the Steal? It's a rally organized by Donald Trump and those in the executive branch, all right, for how they can stop Joe Biden from becoming president. Nancy Pelosi had nothing to do with it. Antifa had nothing to do with it. The FBI had nothing to do with this rally. This rally was planned and organized by Donald Trump, aka Jefferson Davis. And what he wanted to do is he wanted to get his soldiers to converge on the Capitol on Washington, D.C. All right. So what did he do to what did he ask of his soldiers? Let me tell you what he did. All right. This is what he did, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this is what he did. Hold on. Okay. Attention, all soldiers, MAGA demons. I lost to Joe Biden because I'm a terrible president and I don't know how to run this country. But I'm angry, and instead of turning the kingdom over to President Biden, we're going to do something very nasty and criminal. What I need all of you soldiers to do is meet me in Washington, D.C. at the Capitol. All right? Be there. It is going to be wild. Sell everything that you have. All right? Send the money to me. All right? But be there. Bring tactical gear. Bring anything you can. All right? And we're going to stop Joe Biden. Stop the steal rally. And so what did his soldiers do? They jumped in the back of U-Hauls. They put masks on. You know, it was during the pandemic, right? These are the same knuckleheads that were crying. We don't need to wear masks. It makes it hard to breathe. But somehow they put those masks on for Donald Trump. And they jumped in the back of those U-Haul, packed themselves in there like a can of tuna. Didn't they do that? And so what happened? They get to the Capitol on January 6th. And what happened when they got to the Capitol? They met Jefferson Davis, I should say, but Donald Trump. They met him there at the Capitol where he encouraged them to engage in heinous acts of violence.
Now it is up to Congress to confront this egregious assault on our democracy. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down. We're going to walk down. Anyone you want, but I think right here we're going to walk down to the Capitol and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women, and we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them, because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
That part right there. So he encouraged his soldiers to attack the Capitol. Some even brought, the gallows because they wanted to do some nasty things to our vice president at the time, Mike Pence. You remember the chants, hang Mike Pence? These folks were intent on causing harm and violence, all right? It wasn't Antifa, wasn't the FBI, wasn't BLM. It was Donald Trump's supporters, his soldiers. Donald Trump said he would be there with them. He didn't. He went back to the White House, all right? Got a Diet Coke, turned on the TV, and he watched this scene out of this battlefield scene play out on national television. There was a situation that transpired when his soldiers arrived at the Capitol. They ran into an individual named Ray Epps, one of their own. And they chanted, "Feds, feds, feds." They're talking about Ray Epps, right? Which blew my mind because I said, well, if you thought Ray Epps was truly the feds, why'd you break the law? If you thought Ray Epps was the FBI MAGA, why did you keep breaking the law if you knew the FBI was there? And I haven't gotten an answer from them just yet. But I know why. Because they knew Ray Epps wasn't the FBI. They knew this was all Donald Trump's work. And they trusted and believed in Donald Trump's plan. So they began to assault our democracy. As President Joe Biden said, they put a dagger at the throat of democracy that day on January 6th. It was truly one of the biggest crime scenes I've ever seen. All right. This is a huge, nasty crime scene. And let's stop it right there, ladies and gentlemen. And let's bring up what exactly happened at this crime scene with one of Donald Trump's supporters. Take a look above. Quote, "I see a civil war of some kind. I see a civil war of some sort coming." This is what an accused January 6th rioter was saying, all right, as they caught him on video swinging at officers with a Trump flag, all right? An Illinois man is seen in video swinging a pole with a Trump flag at officers during the Capitol riot on January 6th, has now been arrested on felony and misdemeanor charges, authorities say. Lance Michael Legoki, 34 years dumb. faces felony charges of assaulting officers and civil disorder and several misdemeanor offenses, including trespassing and disorderly conduct, wearing an American flag-themed pants, a jacket, and matching baseball cap with a bill turned up. He carried the Trump flag and a "Stop the Steal" sign that authorities say helped identify him. The FBI, they arrested Legoki this past Thursday. The agency received an anonymous tip on January 15th, 2021, that he admitted to attending the Stop the Steal rally and had pictures of the event on his phone that he had been showing his friends. All right. This is what it says. Legoki allegedly pushed his way through a crowd and repeatedly swung a flagpole at police officers guarding the entrance to the Capitol at the Lower West Terrace. Afterward, Legoki posted about his Washington trip in a typo-laden message on Facebook. Court documents said, quote, "It was awesome. No one understands how strong and powerful we are." Quote, "We did breach the Capitol," he allegedly said. "I'll give you more details soon." After Trump's speech, we marched to the Capitol waiting in Pence and Pelosi. He meant to say waiting on Mike Pence and Nancy Pelosi. In another post, he wrote, "We couldn't be stopped. They shot that unarmed woman out of fear, and they maced a woman so many times in the face she suffocated and lost her life." Posting pictures of me at the rally, court documents said. He continued, quote, "Trump is a lone wolf. Pence is a snake, and we, the people, are being silenced." In another message, he allegedly said, "Everyone I seen is ready to fight. No one wants to talk anymore. I see a civil war of some sort coming." Ladies and gentlemen, this is MAGA right here, conducting an attack on the United States Capitol on behalf of Donald Trump. These folks, ladies and gentlemen, they are not patriots. These are seditionists, treasonous traitors. All right. So since he's been arrested, all right, seditionist, treasonous, Logie, whatever your name is, ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving him what he deserves. Another round of boos and shame. All right. And since, ladies and gentlemen, he's been arrested, all right, this guy was attacking our law enforcement. I thought you said you backed the blue. They don't back the blue. Let's send them off the old-fashioned way.
I'd like to begin by addressing the heinous attack on the United States Capitol. Like all Americans, I am outraged by the violence, lawlessness, and mayhem. I immediately deployed the National Guard and federal law enforcement to secure the building and expel the intruders. America is and must always be a nation of law and order. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy. To those who engaged in the acts of violence and destruction, you do not represent our country. And to those who broke the law, you will pay.
You hear that, MAGA? Those who broke the law, you will pay. You know what blows my mind about this story? All right? You know what really blows my mind? Is the fact that it really is this part. I'm going to be honest with you. Let's go here, ladies and gentlemen. It's this part.
Now it is up to Congress to confront this egregious assault on our democracy. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you.
Right there. We're going to walk down. and I'll be right there with you. And he never went with you. He didn't even give you the pump fake, right? Which is to act like he was going. He knew he wasn't going there with you. He sent you to do it. He went back to the White House and watched you all throw your miserable lives away for him. He played you all like a fiddle. You have nobody else to blame but yourselves. And the stuff you get on TikTok and you say to me, I know you want to say it to Donald Trump, your cult leader, but you're too afraid. But you know what it is. Donald Trump played you like a fiddle. Think about this, MAGA. Think about this. This is so funny to me. All right? You listen to a man that wakes up every day, paints himself orange, and his hair, he calls his hair strawberry blonde, puts a bird's nest on his head, puts a diaper on, and puts on that nasty crumpled blue suit with that red tie, and gets on his social media platform and gives you your daily orders. He says, jump! And what do? Clickbait, retribution, conservative, Democrat. How high, sir? All right, this is what they do, ladies and gentlemen. You have no spine, MAGA. You don't have a spine. You lack the courage to tell Donald Trump the truth, which is you lost to President Biden because you're a terrible president. You were a terrible person. You lack the truth to tell Donald Trump he's not good at business. I was about to say he's not that good at business, but I thought about it and I said, no, Donald Trump is not good at business. And by the way, MAGA, I got some more bad news for you. This past weekend, Donald Trump managed to defame E. Jean Carroll once again. You know how you all put that GoFundMe together to try to save him and you try to get him as much money as you could? You know how much respect he has for you? He had so much respect for you, he did the exact same thing that got him in this situation again. Because guess what? It's not his money, it's yours. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to open up these boxes. Thank you for enduring the monologue, all right? It's time to open up these boxes and hear from those of you who are brave enough to get in the box, all right, and tell the truth, all right? It's like my grandmother says, tell the truth and what? Shame the devil. Okay, listen, the morning show, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not your opportunity to try to argue with Zeus about nothing, all right? All right, if you believe I've lied about something or provided the incorrect information, please put it in the chat and be prepared to cite your sources. The facts are on our side, MAGA, and so there's really nothing to debate. I'm not going to debate, Zeus, is water really wet? I'm not going to debate that with you. Retribution, you can sit back and tell us you work for NASA. You and your friend, conservative Democrat, which I believe you both are the same. You could keep making up those lies, but the proof is in the pudding. All right? I don't believe anything you say, all right? Because you support Donald Trump, and that means you got a lot of proving to do. All right? Let's open up these boxes, ladies and gentlemen, and get straight to it. Oh, I'm doing, my good friend.
Good. How are you, buddy? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. Just another day in the kingdom, tending to the affairs. Are you in the bunker?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I saw something this morning that I think is important to share, and I'm gonna put it in my in the green screen. So give me 1 second, okay?
That's 1 second. That's 1 second, right? Did you lose your green screen feature, Z-Pack? Okay, there he is.
No, and I hate this because it doesn't show the whole thing, and I don't know how to fix this on here, but basically, the main lawyer for E. Jean Carroll, and you can see it here, will not roll out a new defamation suit because of what was said this week.
So can you translate that to MAGA? Because a lot of them didn't go past the 3rd grade. Can you break it down for them?
Yeah, so like he got in front of like his people, right? And he gets all excited in front of his people.
Right.
And he starts saying things. And then the fuck around point.
I got
find out.
Okay. I'm gonna let that one slide, but please continue.
Yeah.
All right.
He's in the find out stage again.
Okay. So when you said he said some things, what things did he say, and what was wrong with the things that he said?
I mean, he basically just said he didn't know her and that she made up a fake story again. So.
Oh, and what happens? And so what happens when Donald Trump says things like what you're describing? What happens? What are the consequences?
Defamation.
Oh. Wait a second. So you mean to tell me the $93 million that he paid, right? That was because he was saying those same things?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wonderful. And this is not a headline piece, by the way, to the comments. This is quite literally Maggie Haberman, who is a Trump reporter.
So what advice, Z-Pac, what advice would you give to MAGA about this situation, right? Because MAGA, what he's saying is the $93 million that he just paid for, right? He had somebody put up the bond for him because he was saying these things. He turned around and said those same things that got him in this situation, right? Am I right, Z-Pac?
Yeah, I mean, stop saying things. Stop going crazy.
Yeah.
Stop doing it. You can't help yourself, can you?
Nope, he really can't. Is there anything the Trump supporters can do based on your expertise, Z-Pac? Is there anything they can do to help them and save them?
Maybe find out a way to take out a loan.
Oh. All right. Well, MAGA, there you have it. If you take out a loan, you can probably help your leader. Wow.
Yeah, he doesn't have the ability to think, I guess, for himself. He just talks.
Well, listen, Z-Pac, I appreciate you, my good friend, for having the courage and conviction to be able to get in the box and tell the truth and shame the devil. All right.
Absolutely, Zeus. We love you so strongly. You're doing so well. Look at you. You have a great. They say I'm paid by Soros, and they said yes. Yes, indeed, I am. Yeah. I'm paid very strongly.
Well, listen. However you get the money that you need to take care of your family, as long as it's legal, there's no issue. All right, Z-Pac? Really?
We love you. We love you, Zeus, and that's so true.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Z-Pac, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. Thank you, brother Z-Pac. No lies detected. All right. You see, this is a show of force, MAGA. All right. It really is. Let's bring up our next panelist, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Good morning, my good friend Tiffany. Oh, looking so gorgeous. All right, listen.
Thank you. Hi, everybody.
Yes.
Listen. So, Zeus, did you do the car engine yet?
I did it. I'm saving it for tomorrow when I get my main back.
Okay, got you. So tomorrow is the main new celebration.
Yes. I get my main account back tomorrow. All right. These traders, they reported the other one, right? Because it was too much truth. I've never gotten a notice like that from TikTok. Too much truth, Zeus.
You know, and it's crazy too, because it's like, where do they get this criteria, right, for CGL? It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It seems like it's working in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
It seems that it's working for all the problematic mofos and not the truth, right?
That part.
First, I want to say, Janae and Turnip, this is what smart and sexy looks like.
Is Jay Bear in here?
No, but what's so funny is Z-Pack, I'm surprised, thank you, love. Surprised that Z-Pack didn't say anything, because he was in a live last night, and I tell you, it was mostly MAGA. And there was no decorum, the dissension was crazy, no self-composure, and the flailing was just...
Wow. They have no self-control, right?
No, and like, Z-Pack kept trying to speak, sorry Z-Pack, I'm speaking on your behalf, because he's my friend, and I love him. And he could not get a damn word in edgewise.
What are they afraid of?
Right. And Janae, I had never really seen before, but how deplorable. You know? These biscuit Betsies.
Biscuit besties. Wow.
Not besties, Betsies. Okay? They need to stop voting like their wayward husbands that we know they can barely find the clitoris.
Oh.
Okay? So we're gonna need you to do better, ladies. Do better. Stop voting like these MAGA demons.
Bingo.
Get your life in order. All right?
Yeah.
It's just wild. It was like, why? Why do they keep just believing in lies?
You're better at it than I do. I really don't think these women are voting for Donald Trump. I think they're lying to their husbands or their boyfriends. What do you think?
I don't know, but I think it's some sort of psychosis or mental. It's the MAGA demon.
It's the MAGA demon.
Okay. Now listen, MAGA. You want some notes on how to add more seasoning to your cupboards, in your brains, how to read, how to listen, educate yourselves. Just hit me up in the DMs. I'll be happy to help you. Okay?
You're willing to hear them out.
I mean, well, I don't know. But we gotta do better, MAGA, because we know all you got in the cupboards for seasoning is salt, pepper, and raisins.
Raisins! Nasty.
I know.
This is why they're sick. This is why they're deranged. They don't know what good food tastes like. Isn't that something?
Yeah. And it really parlays over into other areas. I'm convinced. I'm collecting the data, working on a theory.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. What is the theory? What is the theory?
Like, no intelligence, no critical thinking. It's the cognitive dissonance block, right?
Yeah.
And then to parlay over to cooking, it's the no seasoning, it's the no exposure, proximity to culture. It's getting very much in the woods and becoming.
Tell them.
And becoming Delulu and brainwashed.
And that's 100% of what they are. Delulu and brainwashed.
Deranged.
Yeah. I'm with that.
Like the remix at the end of this live.
The Jack Smith remix.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you for having me.
Well, listen, stay beautiful, all right? Stay looking gorgeous, and don't let these MAGA demons sweat you at all right? These are some very sick individuals out here.
Never that. And Zeus, I appreciate you, because that live last night, my blood pressure was increasing. So I'm glad that this live, we have low blood pressure. It's still very spicy, very sexy, funny, smart.
Thank you. Well, thank you. I try my best. I really do. And I appreciate your truthful, your honesty, and your ability to get up here and tell the truth and shame the devil.
All right, you guys have a good day. Love y'all.
All right. Love you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to the beautiful Tiffany for the people. No lies detected. Wait a second. Where did my comment section go? Hold on. And there must be a strong MAGA demon force out there, because when the comments disappear like that, ladies and gentlemen, that could only mean one thing. There's a MAGA demon around us, ladies and gentlemen, and we know exactly what this MAGA demon is doing, don't we? We know exactly what this MAGA demon is doing, all right? Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, all right? Who do we got here? I knew it, all right. Yes, Retribution. You wanted to talk to Zeus this bright and early, Retribution? Isn't this a little bit outside of your normal time slot? Going once. Going twice. Retribution, I think your MAGA Wi-Fi, it just isn't working. right, Retribution. Retribution, your MAGA Wi-Fi is not working that well. Let's bring up our next panelist. Good morning, Ange. How are you doing, Ange?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm all right. Just another day in the kingdom, tending to the affairs as usual.
First of all, lovely to see Tiffany. I haven't seen her in a while. Nice to see you in here, Tiff.
Yes.
I don't know what happened to Retribution. I'm glad he wasn't able to come out.
He got scared.
I'm in the mood to listen to him this morning. He was whining to me in the comments that I'm not nice to him anymore. Retribution. Why do I be nice to you?
Oh.
You're in here every day. You're being rude. You're picking on my friends. Just cut it out. And you're obsessed with Zeus. It's so weird.
Yeah.
So weird. And leave my friend Jess alone too, by the way. Stay out of her DMs.
Bingo.
See, here's the thing. I've labeled myself the Blueberry Crusher. Right?
Yes.
I have a new job, and it's the clickbaits and the retributions and what's his name there? Oh, Mr. Nice Felon.
Conservative Democrat.
Just
Wait, who's this Tabler MVP? Ange lied about Trump as usual. Do you know this knucklehead? Tabler MVP?
I know this fool. He's beneath us.
You just crushed his blueberries when you said that. Oh,
you're not in our league. Just go away. And then we have this Brian Wade down there. I have to call you out. He's talking about Joe Biden having dementia. Brian, are you his medical doctor by any chance? 'Cause if not, you're violating HIPAA.
bingo.
You leave him alone.
Bingo.
Worry about your own orange Jesus, because you know what he was doing this weekend that concerns me. Did you hear what he was doing this weekend? Besides
What was that?
E. Jean Carroll.
Oh, tell us.
Chilling with Viktor Orban. Do we know who that is?
Yep.
Do we know who that is? He's
A
the prime
dictator.
minister. Yep. Autocrat of Hungary.
Yep.
They were chilling. And what was it he said? I can't remember. I'm going to paraphrase, but he said
He
that
said he's. Oh, go
as
for
a
it.
great leader,
Yep.
and he wants to be just like that.
Right.
He wants to be like Viktor Orban. It's just disgusting.
He invited him to Mar-a-Lago, the capital of the new Confederate. Right. This is headquarters for Donald Trump, and he invites this guy and showers him with praises, while at the same time, demonizing the current president of the United States in ways you just couldn't imagine.
It's embarrassing, MAGA. That's embarrassing. Is that what you really want for our country?
Yeah.
What was it? He said something about just wanting to be like him, and he looks up to him. He's a great leader. Oh, here it is. That's what he said. He's going to be. Oh, he's a great boss. That's what he's a great boss. I don't want a boss as my leader.
Nope.
The last thing I wanted to say, and I'll get out of here, is I think I'm going to start a new series called MAGA Madness. Okay?
Uh-oh. Let's talk about it.
I've been seeing these friggin' weirdos are coming into the lives, and they're just saying the craziest things. There was this woman named Legs. Oh, I think you might have seen that over the weekend.
I remember this knucklehead. Yeah. Nasty legs.
Nasty Legs. And she's like, oh my God, it's just not fair.
These people, they're not sending their best and their brightest, right?
What it is, and I don't know if Shay is in here, but I'm gonna make a video. Shay, do you mind if I put you in it? Because Shay was mocking her. She was talking, just like, oh my God, it's just not fair. Oh my God. And then this one last guy, and then I'm gonna go. We had this guy come in, and he was like, it wasn't an insurrection, and he was telling us he was a cop, that he was law enforcement, and he bleeds blue, but he was defending the people that attacked our Capitol. He was defending people that beat the living hell out of law enforcement for 187 minutes.
Wow.
So
Really?
you're a traitor. You ain't law enforcement. You're a traitor.
Yep.
That's
yeah,
what you are.
You can't have it both ways, right? That's the thing. And they think we believe them, and it's clearly the opposite.
Yes, it's disgusting, and I'm gonna go. It was disturbing, and I'm not gonna lie. I didn't keep it clean. I ended up Zeus, listen to this. Shh,
All
don't
right.
tell anybody. I told him to F off.
Oh, well, listen.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I understand.
I lost it. I can't.
Yeah.
I have no respect for anybody telling me they're law enforcement and then beating up our law enforcement that tried to protect our capital from that crazy mob of weirdos.
Yeah.
Well, more than weirdos, you traitors. Anyway, I heard my bell. But thanks for having me up.
Anytime. And thank you for
week.
all you do, Ange. All right. I really love you and thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Ange. No lies detected. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is a show of force, all right? Many of us, we love this country. That's why we get out here and we do what we do. We don't have to coordinate our messaging or anything. It's just study. Just pay attention to what's going on. It's that simple. All right, let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it a go. Good morning, Shay. Welcome. How are you doing? Oh, we're doing all right. Better now that you're here. How's it going?
Thank you, my friend. No, I'm good. Yeah, Ange, that was hysterical, girl. We all kind of misbehaved in her life. God bless her, but we just couldn't help it. It was just easy. This woman that came in was just ridiculous, and but anyway, so yeah. But hey, we love you, Ange. Sorry about that, but what I wanted to talk about is did you watch the Oscars last night? Anybody?
I saw clips. I didn't watch it. I'd never really been an Oscar type of guy.
No, but so here's what happened. So Donald Trump decided to truth in the middle of the Oscars to Jimmy Kimmel. And Jimmy Kimmel decided to read this truth on stage at the Oscars and made him look like the biggest fool ever. Like, it was so brilliant. It was awesome.
Now I saw that clip. It was brilliant. He said, "I got an extra minute, right? So let's just use this extra minute to remind Donald Trump that he's going to prison, right?"
It's not past your jail time.
It was. He had a dirty diaper on, I'm pretty sure, while he was tweeting Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. And so in that tweet, he calls Stephanopoulos Sloppalopoulos or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Because that came from the Nancy Mace interview. Did you see Nancy Mace's interview with George Stephanopoulos?
No. I saw a different one, I believe. Not that one.
Highly recommend all of you to go see Nancy Mace's interview because he asked her a direct question. She had shared with her a few years ago during the Me Too movement her story of being a grape victim when she was 16, right?
Right.
So she tells his emotional story. So George asks her a poignant question, how can you support a rapist?
Right.
Being a grape victim, right? And it's a good question, but here's the problem. They can't answer it. They can't defend it. Right? There is no defending this, right?
Right.
Except for all she says it's a civil trial, it wasn't criminal.
Oh, really? That's the only defense.
Yeah. And then she said, well, she laughed about what she was going to do with the money. I was like, okay. Again, he was found and he put it up from the judge that, listen, it is that he was discovered to be and found to be a rapist, period.
Exactly.
End of story. That is what it was. So she decides to turn it on to George because that's all they do, right? So Tiffany was talking about those debates last night that, Z-Pac was in, RTP was in.
Uncle Tom, he was. Sorry, sorry, Shay, but we got Uncle Tom out there. He's saying that you're wrong.
No, he was. He was. And all you have to do is look it up. The judge confirmed it and made sure that everyone understood that the jury found him guilty or liable because it was liable of raping and defamation. And it is the truth.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like all she could do was turn it on him and said, you are now attacking a grape victim. So that's what she did because she can't answer why she still supports a man that raped a woman, although she's going to cry about being a grape victim, as she should, and the traumatic events. And so it's like, this is where it gets into, like, when we've had discussions with women specifically that still support this man, or men that support this man that supposedly stand for women's rights. It's BS. You can't sit here and still support a man that was found guilty of rape, period, an SA.
Yeah.
Defamation. I mean,
You hear that, Uncle Tom?
yeah.
You're supporting a man that has been found guilty of grape.
Mm-hmm.
You can call it whatever you want to call it, champ. Guilty.
Exactly.
It's a shame we got to do this, Shay. It really is a shame. I get so irritated that we have to explain this stuff to these supporters of Donald Trump.
Uncle Tom, it was civil because of the what's it called? The something limitation, statute of limitations had run out.
Yeah.
That's why. And I saw in that debate that Tiffany was talking about that they were, the whole laws, they changed the laws for E. Jean Carroll. And it's like, no, they didn't change the laws for E. Jean Carroll. That was the Me Too movement that inspired those laws to change, to give great victims more of a chance if it's been more than 30 years to come out and go after their assaulters, right?
Yeah.
Change for E. Jean Carroll. That's such a ridiculous thing because
yeah. And to them out there, are you trying to say that women shouldn't be able to come forward at all?
Exactly. I mean, Bill Cosby's, Weinstein's, P. Diddy's, all of these victims have been able to come out because it was past the statute of limitations since this new law in New York was redone because of the Me Too movement. The Me Too movement was fundamental in helping to get women a chance to have their day in court.
Yeah.
So, but that's the reason it's civil, not criminal. So to answer your question, silly, and just because it's civil doesn't mean it's less damaging, less, he shouldn't be held accountable. I mean, it's a ridiculous statement. But if
really is.
If you're worried about criminal, we got a criminal trial that started March 25th. Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Tom. Yeah, Uncle Tom. If you're worried about criminal, what say ye about Alvin Bragg's case then? Whether you talk civil or criminal, he's guilty.
Yeah. So his first criminal trial starting up. So all you guys are, it's just civil. I was like, okay, you don't get to say that coming up in March or April. So, yeah. So.
Yeah, you really don't.
Yes, it's coming. It's coming. Thank God. Right. Anyway, love you guys. Yeah. Have a wonderful day at the kingdom.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Shay. No lies detected. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Uncle Tom, please, make sure you are listening. I want you to listen to what's being said, Uncle Tom, all right? And stop typing, please. You're making yourself look ridiculous. Good morning, Nutty. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. How's everything going on your end?
Oh, just good. Another day attending to the affairs.
So, can I speak to so-called Democrats and leftists and progressives for a second?
Go for it.
Basically, since the State of the Union, we've been hearing, the Democrats are breathing a sigh of relief because they were so nervous about Joe Biden's speech. Yeah, you know what? Even if Joe Biden would have stuttered his way through that State of the Union, it wasn't going to change the outcome. We were still going to vote for him. So
that part.
Can y'all stop saying, and listening to the media talking about Democrats were nervous about the speech? Nobody's nervous about the speech because we knew what Joe Biden was going to say as far as talking about the economy and the accomplishments. What we didn't know was that he was going to dog walk MAGA. We didn't expect that. But trust me, we were here for it. We enjoyed it.
Yep.
And we need to see more of it. What's that? I'm not into country, but isn't there a country song to be like, I like it, I love it, I want some more of it?
What? Sounds good.
We want more of it. We need to see that side of Joe Biden. And here's another thing. Now they're getting on Joe's ball sack because he apologized for using the word illegal when he was referencing Lake and Riley.
Yeah.
Why do we have to criticize? Because he's humanizing a human.
Right.
He didn't say anything,
And they said Marjorie, actually, they got her on tape. Marjorie is the one that mispronounced it. I seen the audio. She mispronounced it. So they shouldn't have got on her. They should have got on her about it.
Yeah. Well, he apologized for saying illegal and undocumented, and instead of saying undocumented.
Yeah.
Undocumented. Now, when he said illegal, I was like, "Oh, Mr. President, no." You know, I said that too. I was like, "No," but after he said it, I forgot about it. But you know, obviously, that's in the media now. So now that he said that, he apologized for, saying illegal. The news media, they're all over him because they're like, "Why you're sympathizing for this horrible monster?" No. Yes, the act was horrible. It was abhorrent. But I like what he said. What about the hundreds of thousands of people who are unalived in this country by legals?
Right. That part.
They still haven't answered that question.
The domestic
But they want to take this young lady who was brutally unalived by this person, and they want to use it as a talking point because he was undocumented. And they don't care that the fact that, she has parents, she has siblings. They just want to use it as a talking point to say, this is Joe Biden's border. Can we Katie Britt much?
Yeah, that part.
So that's all I need to say. Have a great day, Mr. Zeus.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to our good friend Nutty Professor, No Lies Detective. Uncle Tom, I still see you're in my comment section, Uncle Tom. Maybe you didn't hear what I said at the top of the show.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave.
You hear that, Uncle Tom? You're not happy here? Leave.
See ya.
Yeah.
Good morning, Zeus. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. Just another day in the kingdom, tending to the affairs as usual.
Did you have a good weekend?
Oh, absolutely. Very, very peaceful. How about you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, kind of, sort of.
Uh-oh. Talk. You want to share it online, or do you want to keep it to yourself? We'll talk later.
Nah, I ended up with a flat tire. Somebody was vandalizing in my area.
Oh no!
Yeah, so
this is in your house where you at, or you was out and about?
In my house where I'm at. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Shame on that MAGA demon. That's a MAGA demon. Hold on.
Yeah. Victim of MAGA demons. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so
well, the good thing is you're safe. I always like to tell people that. The good thing is you're safe, right? You're okay, right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Okay,
good. It's just
thank
a financial setback, but nothing major. But anyway, I wanted to talk about Geico Three Toes, aka Marjorie Taylor Greene, right?
That's a good one. Geico Three Toes.
Yeah. She looked like the Geico.
Yeah. I didn't see that, but I just saw it. I just saw it.
So she had on that ridiculous clown suit, right? And say her name kind of slogan on there. I want to say kind of because she misappropriated that, and it's very disappointing because it just makes me feel like the racism is so deeply rooted, but it's so blatant, and it just makes me really angry about the situation. So try to have to refrain from taking it out on folks that represent her or support her or Trump or anybody else that's in that mindset, because it's just, it's just ridiculous how they just can never become original with their own anything. They always have to mimic and copy and capitalize off of what we do as a people. And it's just sickening, Zeus.
They try to sabotage and then copy all the time. This is why I have no respect for MAGA. They're not original, all right? They are a bunch of seditionist traitors.
Treasonous traitors.
Treasonous traitors.
That's right.
Don't forget that T, right? That's an extra T, right, for them? Exactly. Treasonous traitors. Russian operatives, all right, who are on social media peddling information from the Kremlin.
And they're the true fear mongers, if you really want to know. But at any rate, I actually came across an article about Peter Navarro, right?
Oh.
So he's getting ready to go do his time. He's going to sit on down and let's see. Where they going to sit him down at? They're going to sit him down at the Bureau of Prison FCI Miami facility.
When? When
and he got to check in on March 19th, no later than 2 p.m.
That's that ultimate MAGA reward, right?
That's for, just saying, middle finger to the subpoena for, January 6th committee, right? So he's going to go ahead and sit down and do that time. And, he's still going to get out and be the same idiot that he is now going in. So, then there's that. And I just want to put out there that I actually dare the Supreme Court to give Trump immunity.
I dare him.
Full immunity, full blanketed, all of it.
Because that's going to turn around. That's going to go straight to President Biden, right?
That's correct. Please do it. 9-0. 9-0. Let's get it.
We win either way. We win either way with the way they rule, right? This is why MAGA needs to sit their special behinds down and listen to this special broadcast.
Absolutely, because 9-0.
Uncle Tom, listen up. Sorry.
It's gonna be 9-0, right?
Yep.
Just like it was before when they put him back on the ballot, right?
Yep.
Okay, and they officially put him back on there, right? Today, I heard that it was official, so then there's that. But go ahead, Supreme Court, make your move.
Yep.
Checkmate.
We would love to see the Supreme Court do us this solid, right?
Yeah, MAGA really would be in trouble, and it would truly be over.
Yep.
All right, bro. Much love to you. I love you, Zeus.
Yeah, and keep your head up, keep your spirits up, all right?
Oh, yeah, they're going to be up all the way up, just like the stock, right? Thanks, President Biden.
Let's go. All right. Yeah. To our good friend, there he is. Yeah, Uncle Tom, you said you wanted to speak to Zeus. Let's go. Let's have that conversation, Uncle Tom. I mean, you said you wanted to talk to me about something. What exactly was it? All right. I sent you an invite, Mr. Uncle Tom. Don't be afraid now. All right. Exactly. Oh, look at that. All right. I knew it. All right. Yeah, Uncle Tom.
I'm not afraid of you. You run a circus with a bunch of clowns as guests.
Oh, okay. And what exactly did you have an issue with? Because you're in the circus.
No,
and you're a guest. And you're a guest.
You finally have somebody intelligent up here.
Okay, well, explain what's intelligent about you. Tell me. What makes you the most intelligent person?
To vote with my brains and not my feelings.
Okay, so what makes you the most intelligent person?
On your show, yes.
Oh, okay. So what makes you think that we believe that? Think about what you just said, right? You vote with your brain.
You vote with feelings. You don't vote with brains.
And so give me an example. Who did you vote for last time in the presidential election in 2020? Who did you vote for?
Trump. But I'm not voting for Trump in 2024. You want to know why?
Oh, tell me. Liar.
Because liberals.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
No. I will vote against Biden, but I'm not voting for Trump.
No.
Just like you guys did in 2020. Hold on. Just like you guys did in 2020. Half of the votes Biden got were of people voting against Trump.
Listen, what part of the country are you calling from? Seriously.
Washington State.
Okay, so you voted for Donald Trump in 2020, all right, and then and this is after you saw the way he ran this country.
Yes.
This is why I say you're a liar. Because see, that was an emotional vote. That was an emotional vote.
That's why I say you're a moron.
So wait a second. Listen.
Voting with feelings. No, I'm not going to listen to you.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to help you listen to you. All right. Listen, I got the control up here. You saw Donald Trump mismanage this pandemic, the pandemic under his presidency. You did see that, right, Uncle Tom? You're nothing but a liar.
No, I didn't. I didn't see that.
Oh, okay. So then why didn't he get a second term if he was such a great president, Uncle Tom?
Because he hurt people's feelings.
Oh, see, that's emotional, Uncle Tom.
No, you guys are emotional. You guys are emotional.
Uncle Tom, I thought you were
guys
smart.
are emotional.
Listen, I thought you actually had
I
some
thought you were an
intelligence.
entertainer. Wait, I
No,
thought you were.
I thought you had some
An
intelligence.
entertainer.
Let me ask you this question, Uncle Tom. All right, seriously, who would you say is responsible for the attack on the Capitol on January 6th?
1,000 people who lost their fucking brains.
Hey, listen, keep it clean now. I asked you a simple question. All right, hold on.
1,000 people who did something stupid.
Okay. And is Donald
But
Trump?
what about the other people outside?
No. Wait.
What about the other people outside the Capitol?
Jesus Christ! Is Donald Trump one of those thousands of people, Uncle Tom?
No.
Okay. See, that right there, I got to do it right there. This, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is a MAGA demon. Get him out of here. I can't have you lying.
Silence! You MAGA demon!
Uncle Tom, I can't have you on my platform lying like that. You branded yourself as some sort of intelligent guru, but you got up here and you lied. The Stop the Steal rally was organized by your cult leader, Donald Trump. Case closed. And a lot of the supporters who have been arrested and convicted, they have said on court record the reason they were there was to attend the Stop the Steal rally. So for you to get here and to say Donald Trump had nothing to do with it means you're a liar. And as far as I'm concerned, you're overly emotional. You're probably the most dangerous voter in the United States of America because you don't vote using your brain. You vote after you drink the Kool-Aid. You're disgusting. As far as I'm concerned, you're nothing more than a seditionist, treasonous traitor like your cult leader, Donald Trump. All right? Let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to that. And let that be a lesson to you MAGA demons, all right? Don't get in my box and start lying like Snuggles. It'll be your worst day, I promise you. Good morning, Takesha.
Hey, Zeus, how are you?
I'm all right. Just
Listen,
doing what I do.
First, I want to apologize because I misrepresented the good parenting that my mother and grandparents gave me as a child. So let me apologize for bringing Jimmy's mother into me and him, what we got going on. I should have never said anything about his mother because she has nothing to do with this. And because I was raised right.
Thank you.
I want to apologize to Jimmy for bringing his mother into this. That does not exclude him from what I'm gonna do to him, but that excludes his mother because after today I'm gonna be done with Jimmy. Because one thing I'm not gonna do is allow somebody that would take me that far that I would bring their mother into the conversation.
Okay, I'm with it.
Got to let you go. He's not a clickbait, nor is he a snuggle. So he's not on their level when it comes to me. But I just wanted to make sure that I, apologize for talking about his mother.
All right. He accepts your apology. All right.
Well, thank you.
All right.
So I wrote a little medley for Jimmy for his last day since I won't be, bothering him anymore. And so I just need you to give me just a little bit, just a couple of seconds.
Okay, go for it. Listen up, Uncle Tom.
Hold on, I got to show y'all my new hairstyle.
You could be next, Uncle Tom. Wow, look at that, Takesha. I don't hate opposition. Right, that looks gorgeous. Oh my God.
Thank you so much, Zeus.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's get to the song. Let me put on my bifocals.
Okay.
So that I can see. I'm like you, Zeus. I need to see.
Right. Got to see it when it's coming.
So this is how we're going to start. This is for you, Jimmy, for your last day. Because I love you. Rock-a-bye, Jimmy, I just can't stop coming for you on this here TikTok.
Woo!
You are so stupid, I bet that you were voted most likely to stay a fool. And then we go into... There was a dummy with no brain, and Jimmy was his name. Oh, Jimmy, Jimmy, and Jimmy was his name. Oh, jingle bells, Jimmy smells. He needs to wash his butt. always on bending knees, looking like King Tut. Hey, jingle bells, Jimmy smells. His sin is so loud, smelling like some onion soup, walking over proud. Running through the shower should not be that hard, but every time he gets in, he tries to suck a knob. Hey, jingle bell, Jimmy smell, Jimmy, please wash up, but don't try to buy your soap using those Trump bucks. And so I will end this with a poem for Jimmy. Little boy Trump had lost his sheep and didn't know where to find them. Jimmy said, bah, here I go, with his drawers pulled down behind him. Bend over, Bobby, is that you? Said good old Donald Trump. Yes, it is. And if they don't come back, you can have my ready rump. That was for you, Jimmy. Just know that the love I have for you will stand the test of time. I love you, Jimmy.
Wow.
And this is my last day coming for you.
Oh wow, wow. Well, that's been an amazing series of attacks on Jimmy Takesha. I don't know how you did it.
Feel really special. So I wrote all that for him yesterday, and I said, "Oh my God, I've got to give this to Jimmy."
Yeah. Wow.
It was done out of love.
Yeah, listen, if you do it with love, that's all that matters. That's what I was taught, right? Yes. Whatever you do, do it with love, all right? That way he'll
I had love in my heart when I wrote those things for Jimmy.
Yeah. Oh my God. Jimmy, are you here, brother? Are you still in the basement? Oh my goodness, Jimmy, where did you go? Oh my God.
It was all in love for Jimmy.
I think he's scared, Takesha. I think you scared him.
Don't be scared, Jimmy. I'm done. I'm not gonna bother you anymore. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. I'm not gonna ever come back for you.
Boom. I mean,
listen. So Zeus, listen.
Yes.
I cannot stop watching Saturday Night Live.
Oh yes.
When they did, what's her name? That was so funny to me. I've watched it like 25 times now.
Yeah, it was. They really did a good job reenacting Katie Britt, right? Spot on.
They did an excellent job.
Yeah. It was
so I've got to run off now, and I just wanted to give that love to Jimmy and apologize for talking about his mother.
All righty then, and Jimmy accepts your apology, Takesha. All right, he let me know that I can speak on his behalf. So thank you for doing what you do and actually showing a sign of humility. All right, we're really big on,
like I said, I cannot represent my mother and grandparents.
Right.
Pretending they didn't teach me to have respect for adults.
Yep. All right. Well, listen, thank you, Takesha, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give the beautiful Takesha a round of applause. No lies detected. Uncle Tom, listen, I don't mind having people with conflicting beliefs or ideologies come up in the box. All right, I want to shut this narrative down that I don't like that. What I don't have a tolerance for are liars. A liar is worse than a thief, in my opinion, because a thief, they try to take your property, but a liar, they try to take your reality, which includes the property. And that's what Donald Trump did. So Uncle Tom, especially with a nasty name like that, you have zero credibility in this kingdom. I let you in the box. You had a 50-50 chance of proving yourself. I give everyone a 50-50 chance. But what you did in the box is a disgrace. You are not more intelligent than anyone. Maybe Snuggles, but I'm starting to think actually you went to Snuggles University. So Uncle Tom, do me a huge favor. Sit your special behind down and listen to this special broadcast. And if you think this is a circus, you need to be asking yourself one question, Uncle Tom. Which animal in the circus are you? All right? I'm where I'm at and you're where you're at for a very clear reason. All right? And I want you to think about that, you traitor. Now let's bring up our next guest. All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, my good friend, brother attacking. Welcome. Thank
Good morning, everybody. Good
you, Rick.
morning.
Yes.
The thing is this, and you and I have said it over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
This entire situation of what's going on is all on Trump,
Yep.
and it's as simple as this. If Donald Trump didn't lie about the stolen election, there wouldn't have been a rally at the Ellipse.
Nope.
There wouldn't have been an attack on the Capitol. And there wouldn't be this situation that we're having right now with the division from the American people. If Trump would have just accepted the loss and done a proper transfer of power, none of this would have happened. There wouldn't have been the documents. There wouldn't have been a Georgia call. There wouldn't have been probably there wouldn't have been the Fannie Willis because there wouldn't have been a Georgia call. There wouldn't have been any of this
Wouldn't have
happening.
been a second impeachment, right?
There wouldn't have been a second impeachment. So everything that is going on is as simple as connect the dots, 1, 2, 3, ABC. It's all coming down to Trump and what his actions were. And for you people to keep ignoring that simple fact shows exactly who you are. You really don't care. You don't care that there's a division. You don't care that there's the violence between people. You don't care about the rule of law.
They
You don't
don't.
care about ethics and morals. You don't care about family values and common sense. It's all it is. Donald Trump caused this without, and there wouldn't have been this so-called Ray Epps and it's Antifa and it's BLM. It's all this. This all boils down to one person alone,
Yep.
Donald Trump. He's at
Yep.
the head of everything that has happened, and I don't understand why you guys really simplistically don't see this and just walk away from what has been caused, the hatred that you put forth, because you're putting forth hatred. You may not see this, but you're promoting it. You're promoting it by not addressing it. You're addressing the hatred towards the black community, the LGBT community, Muslim community, Asian community. You are promoting all this hate.
Yep.
Even if your words aren't hateful, you are supporting it by following it. You are part of the crowd. You're part of the issue. You're part of the problem. Just stop doing it, and this all goes away.
Yep.
We can only tell you this over and over. You have to finally get on your computer, look at what Zeus says, or look what I say, and I'm a small guy. Zeus is the big fish in this
Oh,
in
I don't
this
know
in
about
this
that.
in this fish tank. For you guys just to look and do some research and listen to what he says or what I say, you have to change your own mind. But you have to start realizing Donald Trump calls women this, Donald Trump calls people that, and you clap and you cheer for it. I'm
Yep.
sorry. Donald Trump's the one who's caused this, and you honestly know it. You fake Christians, you Russian bears, you fake eyebrow stealing moron who takes the Rock's eyebrow.
Yep.
All you fake people who promote lies and then whine that you are called out. If you don't like being called out for being a liar and a hypocrite, then don't be a liar and don't be a hypocrite because
Yep.
that's what you are. You people are lying purposely and knowingly, trying to use the Bible as your protection. I can say whatever I want because I have God on my side, and I never lie, as
Yep.
you just lied. I put up a video. I put up a video of an audio of a woman saying Joe Biden has dementia, and she's having a conversation, and the person she's having a conversation with says, uh, within 15 seconds, you just called Joe Biden and saying that he has dementia. That's not what I said. You said he has dementia 15 seconds ago in the conversation you are having right now.
Mm.
Do you not pay attention to what the heck you say?
They don't.
I'm sorry, guys. But I digress. Have a beautiful morning.
All
Everybody be
right.
safe. You Trump lovers, be safe. We don't want harm to come to you. We just want you to finally pull your head out of that dark cavity of Donald Trump's butt and start
Yep.
seeing the light. All right, guys.
Exactly.
Everybody be good. Everybody be safe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to Brother Attacking. No lies protected. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a difficult exercise. All we're doing is telling the truth. Blaze of Glory, listen up. You might learn something. Good morning, Jess. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm all right. Just another day in the kingdom. All right. Happy Monday.
I'm great. Happy Monday. I wanted to talk about how Biden and HUD are working together to get even more houses in our country, more than 100,000 additional households.
Wow.
They've expanded assistance for support and renters this year. They've released summaries for their non-rent fees for multi-family and public housing.
Amen.
These resources make clear that certain fees, such as application and screening fees for these families, have been subsidized and ensure that tenants are not charged or penalized for impermissible fees. They're getting ready to build more. Joe Biden plans to release $100 billion to create more housing, affordable housing, and it will be done by private contractors most likely. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight that today.
Wow. So once again, Biden is doing things that help everyday Americans, right? We just got the credit card fees, right? He's trying to get those fees capped, right? Now this housing. What is Donald Trump? Have you found anything about what Donald Trump has done for Americans in the past week? Has he tried to get any legislation passed or anything like that?
Hey, but wait, there's more.
Oh.
More. Biden has also proposed a housing plan that would include a 1-year tax credit of up to $10,000 for middle-class families to sell their starter homes in hopes that they can upgrade and release those houses to other people, more like first-generation buyers or people wanting to buy their first homes.
Oh, wow. Wow. Thank God for President Biden, right? He gets it.
Yes, he does. And another proposal would also give a mortgage relief credit for middle class first-time home buyers of up to $5,000 for 2 years in hopes of relieving some stress on them.
Wow. That he's doing the job of a real president. Listen up, Blaze of Glory. You might learn something. Stop coming in here pretending you're a victim.
And Biden's proposals are aimed at making home buying more affordable and are beneficial for the real estate industry. It's something that Obama has done in his presidency during the foreclosure crisis when all of that was going on. So he's kind of like following those steps a little bit, but he's working for the middle class and low-income families. He is trying to make a difference. And
Amen.
I wanted to emphasize that this morning.
Amen. Well, thank you so much, Jess. The beautiful Jess. Once again, always coming in with the door to the floor, making sure these MAGA understand why Joe Biden is going to win again. This is why Joe Biden won the first time. His record. It speaks for itself. Donald Trump has no record of success. Not one thing you can point to that Trump has been a part of has been successful, including his marriages, right? You can't even name one thing Trump has done that you could actually say, oh, wow, that's a great example of what success is. Nothing. And even you followers, if we point to you, listen to you on this app crying every day, not even his followers are successful. This is some... When are you going to get out of this nasty cult, MAGA? Seriously, thank you, Grandy. Thank you for the subscription. Blaze of Glory. Where's Blaze of Glory? Where's he at? He said he had something to say. He said, Zeus, it's time. Blaze of Glory. Please bring your special behind up here in the box and tell Zeus exactly what time it is. Oh, I get it. I get it. You you thought about what I said, huh? Good. All right. All right. Yeah, and that goes to any of you other seditionists, treasonous traitors. All right. Good morning, Miss Morning Star. How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Can't complain. I just wanted to talk about and thank you, Jess, for that information. You always bring the facts of what our wonderful President Biden has been doing for our country. So we greatly appreciate you.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to talk about
Belinda,
was, these demons. They are really pathetic.
They are.
They are definitely getting up here on these different platforms and spitting this hateful venom. That is what they're spitting.
Wow.
The hateful venom.
Wow.
Every day.
Wow.
And you can tell that they're demons because once they get up here, they're immediately angry.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're foaming. If they cut their camera on, you probably could see the foam coming out the mouth and
Yeah.
the size of their false teeth kind of hanging out because they're so angry. They didn't even put their teeth in right in the morning, and they just so mad.
Yeah.
Because
but they claim they're winning all the time.
Yeah,
It's the most bizarre thing, right?
It's crazy, Zeus, because if you're winning, you would just be, sitting there enjoying the show and listening and laughing like these people don't know what they're talking about. But you feel the need to get in this box and spit lies.
Right.
And I'm going to just give you an example of a demon this morning because I was on my girl's Angie's panel this morning.
Good.
So we had a demon named Charles who got up there. And he was about 60, I guess he said he's 60 or 63 years old.
Yeah.
So he was upset because he says that the Democrats are taking his pew-pews and he's had it and they're going to take his pew-pew. So I asked him, I said, okay, Charles, so let me ask you this, because Democrats have been in power. We've had a lot of power these last few years.
Right,
We had
right.
the wonderful President Obama and Biden for 8 whole years, and then we had that last little 4 years of complete tragedy. And we're back rolling again, right?
Yeah.
So I said, so has anybody taken your pew pew when a Democrat was in power?
Right.
And he says, no.
Oh.
So, make it make sense.
Case dismissed.
But you're sitting up here and you're crying and you're saying how they're taking your pew pew from you, and it hasn't happened.
Right.
I'm just so tired of them up here constantly with the lies and not making any sense, not trying to make sense. Just want to spew the rhetoric just to keep the rhetoric going, just like their leader, right?
Yeah.
He gets up.
They
Go ahead.
don't have anything to run on in terms of policy, right? We can't get him to tell us anything Donald Trump has done recently that helps the American people. He won't even close the border for us.
He will not even close the border. And that's something that you would think that they would want to go ahead and do for the American people, not for their own political gain.
Yeah.
And it's just, they're debunked. I heard my bell, but I just want to say this one last thing. The whole Brit lady.
Katie Britt.
Yeah, Alabama. This is another thing about them. Her lies. Their lies. They lie so much.
Yeah.
And it was just debunked again on CNN. I think they had a little special where they actually had the person who she was speaking about that went through that horrible situation where she was trafficked, and she just basically debunked the whole story. She said, I'm tired of politicians trying to use my horrible experience for political gain. It happened between the year 2004 and 2008, I believe. And it wasn't even during it wasn't even here, Zeus. It happened in Mexico.
Yeah.
And she said it wasn't even the cartels, it was a pimp.
Wow.
It's just the lies are ridiculous. And they just gotta stop.
Wow. Look at that.
Trying to use this for political gain for this lady's experience. It was traumatic for her. And for you all to still want to try to use this as political propaganda.
They have no shame.
They have no shame.
These folks are sick. Operation Expose. You're a sick
They make
individual.
me sick.
Yeah. Tell them, Miss Morningstar.
That's it, Zeus. I'm just gonna,
keep up the good fight and keep defending President Biden. Yes, we have to keep defending Biden and not entertaining these liars. All right?
Yep, we do. All right, guys. Kingdom, love you. Love you, Zeus. Thanks for having me up. Y'all take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Miss Morningstar a round of applause. All
right, Kingdom.
Always a pleasure to have you in the box bright and early, telling the truth and shaming the devil. Yeah. Your wish is my command. All right, your wish is my command. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see who we got. We got Operation Expose in the box, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm gonna try to give the MAGA demon another shot. All right, because this is getting sick. I've thrown you in the box. I've sent you an invite. Operation Expose. All right. Good morning. How are you doing?
Oh, that girl was evil.
Let's try to start off on a civilized platform. All right. Before that, and then
us evil and devils, and now you want to start on a civilized platform?
Absolutely.
What's wrong with you, kid?
No. Because you just want to get straight into it. All right, devil. What do you want?
That's what I'm saying. You guys are
no. What do you want?
Evil.
What exactly do you want?
Evil. You guys are disgusting human beings. I mean, you guys are not even humans. You guys are animals. That's all it is.
Okay. And guess what you are?
Animals.
And guess what you are? Guess what you are?
I am a beautiful.
You're a loser. No, you're a loser. You were born a loser, and you will die a loser. And guess what? You're on your way of getting. Guess what? You're on your way of getting. You're getting the ultimate MAGA reward. All right. Yeah. Now let me show you what Woosah looks like, you MAGA demon. Yeah. Now you Woosah in that box. All right. While Zeus ministers to that spirit of yours, that nasty MAGA demon. See, ladies and gentlemen, what we have right here is Operation Exposed. Doing the work of his leader, Vladimir Putin, who's actually instructing Donald Trump to tell him to get in the box and somehow try to portray himself as a victim of Zeus. You're not a victim. You are an official traitor. You do get that Operation Exposed, right? You do get that, right? All right. So you get in my box and you refuse to tell the truth about anything, all right? And now you... Oh, my goodness. All right, so listen up, Operation Exposed. It's clear to me that you don't really have anything to contribute to this conversation. And your time... No. I gave you a chance, and you got up here and you showed your rear end. I gave you a chance, Operation. All right, so guess what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen?
Let's debate.
Let's do them, ladies and gentlemen. Give him what he deserves! Hello, can anyone hear Operation Expose? Can anyone hear him? I can't hear him. What? He's no longer. All right. He's no longer. All right. Well, so listen. Let that be an example to you MAGA demons out there. You see how I did Operation Expose? Because he couldn't control himself when I let him in the box. He couldn't keep his mouth zipped. He doesn't know how to act. He doesn't have decorum. Who raised these animals? Operation Exposed. Were you raised by Lauren Boebert? Seriously. Get some act right. All right? You're on your way to getting the ultimate MAGA reward, Operation Exposed. I'm pretty sure you're somewhere on your way to possibly to prison. All right? Going to jail. And if you don't get your soul right, hell. And there's a pit stop in the middle called Chapter 11. And every single one of you Trump supporters are guaranteed to get that. I've been right 100% of the time. Ask your leader, Snuggles. Snuggles will tell you Zeus has been right and Zeus is winning. You can call me whatever name you want to call me, Operation Exposed, but I know one thing. Every MAGA accusation is truly a MAGA confession. The stuff you say to me, you don't have the courage to say it to your cult leader. All right. Speaking of, this is Operation Exposed. This is your supervisor. Snuggles, what is it that you want today? I got to get up out of here.
I mean, I watched your whole show, and you guys.
What have you learned?
I learned that there's still 0 convictions. You guys haven't gotten anything done when it comes to all this legal issues, and you're losing. Yeah, definitely. And then you want to know what Trump has planned when he becomes president?
Tell me.
Look up Agenda 47. It's going to be nice and solid, and we're going to be whooping your ass.
Oh, God, you got
Check
me,
out Agenda 47.
Snuggles.
You guys are going to get a taste of America. From within.
Operation
America
Exposed.
Will come back. And
Operation, Operation Exposed. Listen to this guy, right? He's lying, right? But watch me how I respond to it.
For migrants, Jessica.
Oh,
not for migrants. Because Biden keeps. You know why we're not passing the bill for Biden?
Why?
He destroyed America. So let him keep destroying America. And then when Trump becomes president, we'll fix that shit up.
Okay. All right. Now Operation Exposed. This is the part you got to watch. All right. Snuggles. All right. Look at this. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Where did he go? Operation Exposed. You see what he did? He got in my box and he lied just like you and all you other nasty MAGA demons. And guess where he's at? He's no longer. Snuggles is gone. You know, they call Snuggle, they call him Struggle Bubble.
Struggle bubbles, struggle pancakes, struggle honey buns, struggle in the weight. Yeah, he's a struggler.
Silence, you MAGA demon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I've had enough today. It is time. I'm well past my time slot, and I got to get up out of here, all right? And it's now officially time to land this airplane, all right? Your pilot, Zeus, is landing the plane, and you are now free to go on about the rest of your mornings, all right? I want to first of all thank all of you for tuning in and listening to this show. Good job. Thank you, Yazzie. All right, a special call out to the panelists that have had the courage and conviction to be able to get in the box and tell the truth. I love you all. All right, thank you to the subscribers, to the gifters, and those of you who have continued to help make this show as exciting, educational, and entertaining as possible. You really are doing an amazing job. All right, and one last round of booze and shame to all of the Zeus haters. They come into this live, they refuse to follow the rules that I've put into place that my moderators enforce, and instead they choose to dwell in spreading lies and misinformation and disinformation on behalf of Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin. All right, these are some sick and disgusting individuals. They are the Zeus haters, they are our haters, our critics, and our detractors, and there is no tolerance for them, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them what they deserve. Our final round of booze and shame. Get them out of here. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, take care and stay safe out there in those TikTok streets. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do, all right? And to you traitors, your days are numbered. Come November, I guarantee all of you Trump supporters will be crying. Cry harder. I could care less how you think of me. Thank you, everyone. IT lady, thank you.
This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus.
I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. The gloves are off. You know that. Right hand, Angel, thank you. Slick as Rick, thank you. Sorry I didn't get to all of you today. If I didn't get you today, please send a guest request tomorrow. I'll try to get you in, and I'll be back on my main account tomorrow, hopefully. I got money on my mind. I can't leave it up to you, Colston. All right, in God we trust. Mickey Pete, thank you. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Ange, keep up the good work. Keep crushing those blueberries. Let's go. Clickbait. We know you go by Democrat Destroyer. Go back to clickbait, champ. Thank you, Valerie. I'm the champion. Let's go. Dark Hoosier, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. These Trump supporters know it's over. Uncle Tom, I don't want to see you unless you get it right. Marisol, let's go. Best live on TikTok. Mark Brown, cut it out. You're a traitor. He is. I like. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Brown, you're a grown man still saying that nasty stuff. Tell him, Angel. Let's go. Southern Live, let's go. Keep up the good work. And listen, what you're doing with all of the other content creators, like April, Shay, let's go. Keep it going. Keep crushing those MAGA blueberries. Dark, yes, hey, choo-choo. Takesha. Keep up the great work. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Keep on defending President Biden. Thank you, Garvey. We don't have to entertain MAGA's lies anymore. The facts are on our side. Snuggles. March 25th, you will be able to see Alvin Bragg. You're right, Yazzie. Thank you. It is the Zeus train. Rio, Ange, Tiffany for the people, Slick as Rick. Let's go. Michelle P. Oh, there he is. Clickbait, Democrat Destroyer. He's in here under his alias. He changed his name. This is Silk. Thank you so much. There he goes.
I just want to find
Queen Flea.
11,780 votes.
Lisa.
One more than we have.
Right. And that right there, that's how you get a Rico. Am I right, Miss Boss? Let's go. Hit him with the Jack Smith remix.
He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged.
Hey.
Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged.
Hey.
Jack Smith. He's deranged.
Hey, here he goes.
Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into
36 charges. Mountain Negro, my man. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife is even more of a Trump hater.
Now, this is what I want you to pay attention to. See, this is what Donald Trump sounds like when he thinks he's going to win.
We're going to win so much.
Right,
We're going to win at every level. We're going to win economically. We're going to win with the economy. We're going to win with military. We're going to win with healthcare for our veterans. We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more.
Oh, right. Now, that's what he sounded like before when he thought he was going to win. But this is what he sounded like after all that winning.
We had such a big night. You just take a look at all of these states that we've won tonight, and then you take a look at the kind of margins that we've won them by. And all of a sudden, it's not like we're up 12 votes and we have 60% left. We won states, and all of a sudden, I said, what happened to the election? It's off. And we have all these announcers saying, what happened? And then they said, oh, because you know what happened? They knew they couldn't win. So they said, let's go to court. And did I predict this, Newt? Did I say this? I've been saying this from the day I heard they were going to send out tens of millions of ballots. I said exactly, because either they were going to win, or if they didn't win, they'll take us to court. So Florida was a tremendous victory.
Oh, you can hear the pain in his voice, right? This is
76,000 votes with almost nothing left. And all of a sudden, everything just stopped. This is a fraud on the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country. We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election.
I can't with this guy. That's a long way away from winning, ain't it, MAGA? All right, I got to get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Before I do, I got to drop the bomb.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Right, you ain't black. You ain't nothing but a modern day slave. And I'm out of here.